Hello fighters, UVS and UVS have paid back dividends in full. The roadmap for 2026 is out and we've got King of Fighters 15, Godzilla Reign of Kaiju, My Hero Academia, from what we can see, one of the most iconic fights that we've had so far, Tekken 8, Street Fighter 2, and Fairy Tail. But you don't need to see that from me. Let's check out the roadmap and go through it here. So we've got the roadmap coming up here. So I love this absolute perfect. Love the design they've put onto here. The Fairy Tail kind of haul. And we've got Godzilla, Mothra. Then we've got Ghidorah. And then we've got what we have here. Destroyer. Perfect life form. I don't know much about Godzilla, but the way that this card looks alone is absolutely amazing. I absolutely love this, and I cannot wait to see what else we're going to see from Godzilla, as well as we know we're getting PvE with Godzilla, and I expect to see more of it throughout the year. Moving on from there, we get into King of Fighters. I don't know much about King of Fighters, but these look absolutely amazing. Some very unique abilities coming from there. Then we move into My Hero Academia. It's back with a challenger, and it looks like we're seeing All For One and All Might, where we're getting Shigaraki with the All For One possession, taking on All Might, who is now quirkless, and he has his mecha suit. It's fan known as Iron Might, and I'm so hyped for that. Moving on from them, we go back into Tekken. We've got Jin there. We've got King with the lovely leopard head. We've got Jin coming on there as well. And then coming up from there, we've got Jury coming in for Street Fighter 6. This is going to be a challenger. So I think we know the characters we're going to see just from here. We saw Jury. Then we see Bison. And Bison has gone on to him. Then we've got JP. JP, a very cool character. I expect them to have some very strong abilities. And then we have, filling in the lines, we have Cammy. Cammy, a very cool character, and I expect Anna Margaret is so happy that she owns this cosplay already, because this is going to make this reveal so cool. But then we have the big one. The big IP. The IP I have been asking for since we partnered with Kodansha. And I am so happy that we see a book there, because this means we're adapting the manga, not the anime. Lot less fan service, but personally, I don't want to see screen grabs from an anime that's over 10 years old when we can get the amazing art touches that we had for Attack on Titan in a manga for Fairy Tail. I expect these to be some of the best looking cards we're going to see. We can see the manga pages being adapted, and that's just oh so very cool. Natsu leading the charge. And here we have the 6 IPs that we know of so far. Don't forget we have the alternate universes player experiences that have been spoiled now that we've got the solo leveling. Expect them to be sprinkled out throughout the year. But we're looking at 6 IPs coming in, 3 sets and 3 challenges. The three sets are on the right, and the 3 challenges are on the left, so it's kind of worked out quite well there. So in 2026, we're seeing King of Fighters 15 Challenger Series. Expect 4 to 6 characters. Godzilla Booster Set. Now, we already know 4 characters that are going to be in there. I'd expect a lot more to come off that, and this is going to be one of the most hype sets that we have. It's the worst kept secret of 2025. And everyone's been waiting for more information on that. And I expect King of Fighters spoilers to start dropping pretty much in November. And Godzilla to start dropping quite soon after that. Because Godzilla being the first set of the year, it should drop late February, early March. My Hero Academia Challenger Series, we're hoping to see a All For One Shigaraki and a kind of Deku All Might kind of build. This is something I asked for a while back, that kind of Master and Protege challenges, so I'm great to see that this is coming out here. The Tekken 8 booster, no idea what other characters are going to be in there. We don't know how big this set's going to be. This is something people have been expecting, and they want more Devil Jin. Devil Jin's already causing trouble in the meta outside of the fact he's already received an errata, so more of him could be an issue. Going on from there, we move into the last challenger of the year, which is Street Fighter 6, which I think is going to be Bison, JP, Jury, and Cammy, because those are the 4 characters that held focus throughout the roadmap. but I'll break down a little bit more about them in a separate video and talk about how I think their playstyles are going to go down. And then finally, going on from that, we have the Fairy Tail booster set. All we know about this is that it's adapted from the manga. It's working with Kodansha because they were tagged in the description of the video in socials. So it's a manga adaptation, not an anime adaptation. And I expect high impact, detailed, graphic action shots for our attacks. I expect high detailed, amazing character arts. Think about what they did with Attack on Titan. They took this manga that was a fair bit older, and UVS pushed it further. They took aspects of that manga and they took it into the net. They took it further. They made it more detailed. They added so much more to it, and then they colorized it. And what we looked at in the roadmap there was, rather than just this singular symbol color, we saw Natsu get fully colorized. If they can take the kind of colorization and action that we saw on the attacks and actions of the Attack on Titan, then this Fairy Tail set is going to be absolutely amazing. And don't get me started on the secret spells of Fairy Tail, the celestial keys, the ways that the way that the foiling system can be used on the magic circles that appear when they're casting spells. There is so much to go into here. I have not got the bandwidth at the minute to go into this, but expect an in-depth video of me talking about what I expect from Fairy Tail, from backup matters to self-healing from what kind of attack you're throwing at them. I am so hyped for this. Do not expect this to be the full list of everything we're getting. Next year is the 20th anniversary of the game engine. Expect there to be little surprises. Expect there to be little nods to that. Expect the Redemption Store to be having more nods to the past. It's the 20th anniversary. There's no way UVS lets that go out with a whimper. It's going out with a bang. And watch this space, because as it was hinted at the Atlanta Regional, there is a full program. There's a full program reveal coming in for Organized Play 2026. This will be all the venues for next year, as well as how the system's going to run, the points threshold, as well as an update for the play packs and how they're going to work. And what I take from that very brief paragraph is we're going to be seeing a more fleshed out version of what we've seen this year, taking into account everything that's happened this year and making strides to progress what worked well and rectify what has not. I'm very excited. It looks like UVS is taking steps forward now. They're no longer treading water. They're no longer just constantly being reactionary. It looks like they're now being proactive. Looks like they're taking steps forward. They're moving forward and taking steps to have consistency, communication. This has been a bit later than everybody wanted, but this is a lot of information, and it looks like it's only the tip of the iceberg. It looks like there's a lot more information, a lot more hype to be coming. So watch this space and make sure, if you want to be kept up to date with everything, you're liking and subscribing videos so the algorithm knows to send you back. And if you also want to find something else, head over to the UVS Games website and sign up for the newsletter. The newsletter is an absolutely amazing source of information. You get it every Wednesday, and it will hit you up with the latest reveals, events, news that's going on in the area, and possibly some spoilers for upcoming sets. I will see you all at game night, where I'll be preparing to take on Ukatoa and get myself some Ford and Jester wedding promos. If you don't know what I'm talking about there, please be sure to check out one of my older videos. I'll catch you there. Bye!